guys, it's me, back again. I feel like I have a habit of being like, sorry, didn't do a video for a while. Anxiety. My anxiety's been very bad in this situation. Not liking this lipstick. I feel like it really mutes me out. I've tried to go for a nude because I really love it when people wear these nude lipsticks and I'm like, it really suits them. But I just don't think I'm a nude lipstick gal. Or maybe I should be doing something different with, I don't know. Alright, it's just gonna have to do. I'm sorry if the lipstick's really distracting. So I've got a cup of tea, which is a bit hot. It's a little bit hot. Way too hot. Way too hot. Oh my gosh. I should have made this like 20 minutes ago. So I thought I'd do a video explaining what I've learned in lockdown, because I have learned a lot of things. I think many of us have. It's been something that I think many of us have never experienced. Well, I think all of us have never experienced in our life. And I've learned a few things, and I'd love to know what you guys have learned. Comment down below, and yeah. I have learnt to cook better. I've learnt to be less wasteful with food, especially at the beginning. I didn't want to go out and you wanted the food to last longer because it was kind of scary going out. And I used to be a waster. I know this sounds really bad, but because of my anxiety and my emetophobia, I'm really fussy with foods. That's got a brown mark, bin it. No, cut that brown mark out. Be more imaginative. I've cooked dishes. I'm a lot more confident with my food. I'm eating chicken, I'm eating prawns, I'm eating fish. So yeah, I've got a lot more confident with my food. So I want to learn to live with my anxiety, and I need to get help for that. I've talked about this a long time. I have tried many different therapies, but I think I'm going to go private and actually really put the effort in. I'm happy to spend money on clothes for myself, or makeup, or food, or drinks, anything that makes me feel good, but actually putting money to my mental health I put off, and it's really silly, and I know why I put therapy off. I'm really scared of it. And yeah, through lockdown I've realised that sometimes my anxiety does just stop me living my life to its potential, and I want to get help with that. Obviously this situation has put more anxiety on my life than it ever has, and I also think I'm going to struggle. I've always been a germaphobe, and it's hard when, for once, it's like rational to be a germaphobe, and I think I'm going to really struggle with that because I will have that mindset like, oh, remember coronavirus, remember coronavirus. I will always be an anxious person, and I've got to stop being ashamed about being an anxious person, but I can get help to learn to live with it and live my best life. Just because you were right about something doesn't mean you're always going to be right about something. When you overthink and worry about everything, there is a small chance you'll be right that one time. So I was right about coronavirus. I remember watching like TikToks of this girl documenting her journeys in Wuhan, and I was thinking, I feel like this is going to be us. I was really scared. I was following all the news. I thought there was going to be a pandemic. I remember crying when I couldn't get sanitizer, because I always had sanitizer on me. Had it before it was in trend. I always had sanitizer. I've always done. It's a very comforting thing because of my emetophobia. And I remember when I couldn't buy sanitizer everywhere, and I literally sobbed because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really scared, because I always need my sanitizer, and that's something I always have. It's like my peppermint tea to my IBS belly. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a pandemic. I thought there was going to be a lockdown before there was a lockdown. I thought this thing's going to be huge. Loads of people are going to lose their loved ones. People are going to be taken too early, and you know, I thought about my grandparents, my friends, my family, Henry. I didn't know if Henry was high risk because Henry was pretty ill in November. I was so worried, and people told me I was being silly. People told me like, dude, chill, it's fine, it's just the flu. The media are making a thing out of it. It's not that bad, it won't be that bad. Sanitizer, like, it doesn't even work that well. And then boom. The thing is, it's like cry wolf with me. I worry about everything, so people aren't going to take me seriously. And I do waste my life worrying about stuff. And a lot of the time, I waste so much of my energy worrying about stuff that don't happen. But I was right with coronavirus. And I think it purely is because when you worry about everything, sometimes you will be right. But it put me in a mindset where I then started to convince myself everything I was anxious about would be legit and would happen. Because, you know, I was right about coronavirus, and it started making me think, like, you know, my anxiety is just, like, my anxiety is legit, my anxiety is good for me, because I'll be right about it. And that's not true. You know, that isn't true. Obviously, this situation is awful. And I do think, like, there's definitely some stuff that could have been done to prevent how bad it got. But I'm not going to be right about everything. And I need to remind myself that. I have these weird thought processes where it's like intrusive thoughts, where if I think something, I think that I might jinx it. Or, like, if I don't think about something, I think, oh my gosh, then it might go wrong, so I'm not worrying about it. It's very exhausting. It also sums up the other point earlier. I realised how important my family are. Obviously, I've always realised how important my family are, but I don't think it's until you can't physically see them that you realise, oh my gosh. And it just makes me value my family so much, so much, and everything they do for me. And when I got to see them, it was like, oh. And my mum and dad's dog. Loved seeing her. But yeah, it does. It just really made me value and made me realise I take it for advantage, and I want to have this in mind in future. Like, I love my family. I want to spend more time with my family. I want to make memories. And yeah, it was really important to me. I have learnt to appreciate things more. The little things. Like, you've got to be a bit more creative in this situation, right? And just the small things like meeting up in the garden, having a socially distanced barbecue. It was amazing. It was lovely with my family, and we've done stuff with Pete's family, and you just take it for advantage. I know prior lockdown, I wouldn't have thought twice. Obviously, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's nice, but I wouldn't have soaked up every moment, fully appreciated it, and just really respected it. So I've learned everybody is at their own stages. So even though shops, pubs, restaurants are open, I'm not ready to go to any of them yet. I want to take it on my time. I'm still very scared. I'm still very conscious. Obviously, I'm seeing my family, Pete's family, and we are sensible and we are distant. But I am conscious, you know, like a simple thing like touching a glass or something. And what if we had it? And I think I don't actually miss going to the pubs or restaurants that much. I obviously have made steps to go back outside, because there was a time where I became a little bit scared of the outside world, and that wasn't healthy. But yeah, I would rather spend those memories with family and also friends, rather than and not stressing about passing something on, because, you know. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me know what you've learned during this lockdown period, and I hope you guys are all well. Comment down below and we can have a conversation in the comments. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like there's so much more, but currently these are the ones that stand out to me most. Yeah, I do really feel like it's been hard, but it's been a long learning path. Oh, I thought I could hear like a car going, but it was the lawnmower. Anyway, speak soon, guys. Love you.